Alright, hey guys, so basically today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough for Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. So let's get into this. I'm going to go and change my skin. I've played as Talion, but I really like the Power of Shadow that just came out, basically the Black Hand, so we're going to start the story mode as him. And I'm going to stop talking while cutscenes are going.
In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. It was here, on the slopes of Mount Doom, that the Dark Lord Sauron was defeated by a last alliance of men and elves. It is here that for 2,500 years the Rangers of Gondor stood watch, guarding against a nameless threat they had all but forgotten. And while the strength of Gondor faded, the power and malice of Sauron grew in darkness. He has returned to Mordor. Shadow and flame have fallen on the Black Gate, and no mortal man can stand in its path.
You're it! Dear Iron! That is a perfect swing for killing chicken. Wouldn't want to hurt you. It'll take a lot more than that. Dear Hyle, the mighty chicken killer. Come on. Come on. Show your father what you have, huh?
Alright, so that's the opening, so yeah, like it says, you got a counter, but I'm sorry guys, sorry, there's just one thing I gotta fix. I don't like the prompting and all that because it makes it too easy, so I'm going to take that off so that I don't know when the enemies are attacking. There's going to be no guide that says press Y to counter now.
Harder if you want to best your
that
father.
it just makes it harder. So yeah, basically this is just the tutorial version of the game. Part 1, this video is going to be the opening, the intro to the game, as well as the Forge Towers, which we'll find out more about later on. So basically, yeah, this part's just the tutorial. There we go, we're attacking, and cutscene again.
Easy, son. You're not a soldier yet. I'll have your guts. I'm all right.
Alright, yep, so here it is, RT plus X equals ground execution, which basically, if you see the little stars above the enemies after you knock them down, you can just go ahead and execute them on the ground. Or hold RB while sprinting, you can tackle the enemies. Now I forget if this is a default thing or if you have to earn it. I think it's a default thing. I think the ability you earn is a stronger attack version of it. But again, still just tutorials, so you can go ahead and grab this guy and shank him and kill him instantly. RB, you're going to grab and throw. These are more difficult because if you get hit while doing it, you're going to drop the enemy. Again, when you grab and throw them, they'll get knocked down, so the little stars will appear above their heads, so it's going to be like you can ground execute, but again, if you're being attacked, it's a lot harder to do ground executions because the enemies can hit you while you're doing it, and you'll stop the ground execution. So you can either counter or let them and stop the ground execution, or be hit and stop the ground execution. It's up to you, but I'd say the counter one is probably the better one to do. Sometimes this happens where the slow-mo cam comes in. you could kill.
These orcs are much stronger than any we've ever seen.
They're not orcs, they're uruks. They're far worse. There's too many. Go find your mother. Go find your mother. Keep her safe. I'll be right behind you. Go. Am I dead?
You are banished from death.
So yeah, again, these are basically just flashbacks to earlier that day before the Orcs attacked the Black Gate. So again, this is going to be another thing. If you hold RT, you go into stealth mode, and all this one says to press X to kiss your wife, but it's really you can assassinate people with it.
Happy anniversary, my love.
Alien, this is beautiful. Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor.
Did you talk to my father?
Yes, I did. And nothing has changed. He's still very stubborn.
I say we go anyway.
Dear, I will not come willingly.
There must be a better life than this.
Not now. But soon.
I'm just so tired of hiding here, Talion.
We must hide now, or we are both dead. Come on.
We should have left when we had the chance.
Alright, so again, we're back at the night of the attack.
Outnumbered.
There we go.
Stealth is
Hold
my only
RT for
weapon.
stealth, while in stealth, press X to kill. Here it goes. Basically, it's just an assassination type to quietly take out enemies from behind. It can be very useful for strategies like this, where you don't want to draw a lot of attention to yourself, but you do want to kill the enemies. So basically, yeah, you just have to go ahead and kill all three of these uruks. And there's the last one.
Put the sword down, Ranger. The Black Hand wants him alive! Take her! He will live.
Father! I'm right here, son. I'm right here.
Shirkush Adhazushu. Kantya Pakurizak. Nakiza.
You're
We'll be together, my love. Soon. Forever.
Shirkush Adhazushu. Kantya Pakurizak. Nakizak. Gurarno Shirkush Agazkushu. Kantya Pakurizak. Come back to me, Elf Lord.
See for yourself.
Mordor.
Now do you believe me, Ranger?
What has happened to me?
You are banished from death. Cast adrift between the worlds of light and dark. Curse binds us together within the walls of Ardar.
If what you say is true, then how do we break this curse?
We find the one who cast it on us. The Black Hand of Sauron.
This looks familiar.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall both sacrifice our lives to Gondor.
Alright, so there we go. There's the opening cutscene. We get the whole backstory, how Talion is cursed with the connected with the Wraith. That little talk right there was kind of important. It's the reason why Talion and Iorith and Dihil were on the Black Gate, because he killed a nobleman. So yeah, these are the Forge Towers. So basically when you find one, you get on top of it and you hit RB and it'll unlock it. And like it says, the unlocks new missions, collectibles, locations on the map. So we've unlocked, there's multiple ones for each area. So right now we're in Udun, so we're going to be doing all the...
So, we missed one of you at Narcos, eh?
Just go.
An easy mistake to fix.
Alright, so we get to see the bow. So basically you're gonna have to, first objective is to do this. So to use the bow, it says hold LT, and if you hold, you go in the focus mode, and you hold an RT, you can charge your shots. One charge shot to the head will kill an enemy. If you don't charge the shots, it will take multiple rounds. But again, when you first start off, you only get 4 shots, so be careful with how you use it.
Go back to him.
Alright, so I'll come back to the orc shots, the elf shots, but this is basically the interrogation. You gotta hold R, grab an enemy by using RB and hit A to interrogate them.
Of the Black Hand of Sauron.
He is a fiend. Made of thin air.
What more?
A slave I had. Swears he fought him. I sold him for a keg of grog to Gimuk the slaver.
Now again, this is similar to the ground executions, where if you get hit, you'll drop the thing. So basically we're going into Sauron's army now. So these are the enemies. So when you interrogate a orc, you can find out the identity of captains. You learn their power rating, their name. You can find out what location they're in at times. The little symbol up there with the gold and the fist, it indicates that this guy can only be found during the story mission. You will not run into him or encounter him as anywhere else. You can mark people as your targets to find them easier on the map. But again, there are certain times, like you will, by finding orcs, you can only find the identity. You can find strength and weaknesses later.
Trust has nothing to do with it. His thoughts cannot lie.
So again, worms and intel pieces will tell you, and other captains will tell you the strengths and weaknesses of other captains, and later on war chiefs as well. So again, gold icons advance the story, red icons are power struggles where orcs are fighting and you can earn power for all those, and white icons are side missions and collectibles. So basically we have two main missions unlocked, the Slaver and the Spirit of Mordor. We're not going to worry about those right now, because again, this is the first part. We're going to go find the other Forge Tower. So see where it's highlighted with the light blue? These are the areas that we've unlocked where we can see collectibles and all that. So I just marked another target. So basically what I did was I hit select, I went into the map view, and you find a target you want. You can do it anywhere on just a piece of map. Like, let's say you want to hunt down a specific target, captain, and he was in an area. You could highlight that area so that you knew how to get there. But instead, I highlighted the Forge Tower so that I knew where it was. And yeah, I just gained an ability point. It will tell you when you've done it, so you can hit right. You unlock an ability point by earning XP, and gaining so much power will unlock different tiers of it. Let's see how some of them have the red lots. But I'm going to go ahead and choose the Strike from Above, which is basically a stealth assassination, but from being way up above. And again, since I'm playing as the Black Hand, I've earned 3 runes that came with it. So basically, the one depletion is 50% less on elf focus. The other is 50% chance to have 50 less damage from attacks, and the last one was a invulnerability to poison. So again, here is the first another Forge Tower. So all you really have to do is jump up and climb them. But I see some orcs over here that I feel like killing. Again, so here's a tutorial for awareness. If orcs have a yellow arrow above their head, they're sort of alerted to you. They think something's going on. They won't do any, like, they'll go and investigate it. But if they have a red arrow above their head, that means they see you and they're going to start fighting you. And they could call other people over to you to fight you. And that'll get tricky when you're in strongholds. But again, so we're up here. So we're going to do another Forge Tower. Basically, to climb, all you have to do is run towards the wall and press A, and you'll automatically climb it.
Starmoon, like Ithildium. These stones splinter from a past heart.
So again, that's we've just unlocked a lot more area of Udun to find. Still haven't got the whole map, so we're going to go ahead and do the rest of it. So the Forge Towers, like it was saying in the description, the Forge Towers, you can fast travel to them as long as no one is alerted to your presence. Which means, like, say you want to go do the story mission that was all the way up at the top, but you're somewhere else on the map. Well, you can find the closest Forge Tower, press X on it, and you'll instantly travel to it. Or you can advance time. So, say you've killed all the captains in one area, but you want more. You can just go ahead and advance time, and it'll advance the time so more people will be promoted and all that. I don't really do that because I don't find the point in it. But again, it looks like there's an herb over here for my thing, or at least I believe it is. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out. Alright, nope. Doesn't look like it was part of my survival challenges. So herbs will restore your health. They're basically just, they show up as little things on your mini-map as different colors. But this little red thing up in front of me is one. Oh wait, never mind. Those were orcs. It's behind me now. But they'll restore your health, and also there's some challenges for survival where it's like collect a certain number of a certain type of herb. And there's also hunting challenges, which the first one, I believe the first one is shoot down some flying creatures, or it's kill 3 spiders, that's right. So there'll be spiders running around the map, and basically all you have to do is kill them. And kill 3 of them and you complete that challenge. I think you earn some money for it.
Call themselves tactics. My cure!
Oh, and
life is pain.
Hey, Captain just found me.
One day.
So yeah, captains can find you. Even like if you don't know their identity, they can still find you. You can still run into them. So I knew nothing about these guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and just fight them because why not?
Don't hurt me.
Okay, and you see how his skull just turned green? That means he is weakened, so I can now go ahead and grab him, and I'm going to go ahead and interrogate him. Find out some identities or strengths and weaknesses. So, I'm going to go ahead and find this guy, Ushbaka the Drunk, and So now we can see where he is. He's in my area right now. But we also can find his strengths and weaknesses now. We know them now. So if we find him on the map, we can go ahead and see how easy it is to kill him. Again, when they die, you can go ahead and hit the right arrow to go ahead and view the battle report. And when captains die after a period of time, an orc can come back and replace them, or another orc can come and replace them. Or if you don't decapitate the orc, sometimes they'll come back to life, and you'll face them again, and they'll change. Their strengths and weaknesses will change. They'll know how you fight. So each time they get away or they come back, it's progressively harder. So again, but we're just going for these forge towers, not really going for anything else. If we run into some stuff, yeah, we'll fight it. But right now we're in a stronghold, so not the best idea to go and start fighting orcs, because if they light the beacon, it's just like a non-stop wave. But this guy, he has that weird green symbol above him, so he is a worm. So, like it says, a worm will expose captain's strengths and weaknesses. So we're going to go ahead and interrogate him. So basically you just got to grab him and do a normal interrogation. But he's got the little thing above his head. Now most times they'll be in a group of enemies, so it's going to be a lot harder to find him and be able to grab him. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy, Kudoluga, I guess that's pronounced. I don't really know. And see that little symbol that just popped up? That is a guy getting ready to light a signal beacon. So you want to take him out as soon as you can, because signal beacons are not fun. That basically means the entire base stronghold is going to be on alert trying to kill you. So we're just going to go ahead and eliminate some of these orcs that see me. And again, since I don't have the props on, I could not see that guy was going to hit me. Oh, and yep, there's a captain. Move the grinder. Sorry, I can't talk. And he's going to go and we're going to stop him from lighting that beacon. He is not going to be allowed to do that. And we're going to go ahead and fight this captain again. And we're going to stab him in the face. That's a ground execution. Now, different abilities will unlock different things. So like, there is a combat execution, but we don't have that unlocked yet. So we're just going to keep stabbing him in the head doing ground executions. But now we can grab him actually. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and interrogate him. You can interrogate anyone you really want. I prefer to only do worms and captains, because they'll actually give you the identity as well as strength and weaknesses, instead of just, the identity. The strength. What's the good of identity if you don't have the strength and weaknesses? So again, there he is. He just died from a battle report. Just says he died. One thing I forgot to talk about when I fought the last one was, orc captains will drop runes, which, when you earn money, you can unlock on your weapons and upgrade. So let's see, I now have one on my dagger and one for my bow, as well as the DLC ones I had. But again, I don't have enough money to unlock another rune slot. You can have a max of 5 rune slots per weapon, so 5 on sword, 5 on bow, 5 on dagger. You're going to get a lot more runes than just 5 for each weapon. So you want to choose a combo that will give you the best power you can. Yeah, again, the orcs will talk about things in the background, most of the time about you. Again, yeah, this guy has seen me, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep kicking him. And I'm basically trying to kick him off the edge. Just if you kick him off the edge, they instantly die. But again, now we're in southern Udun Pass, so we're going to go ahead and here's the light tower, forge tower for this part of the map. So we're going to go ahead and climb. Now again, if you are climbing something new, you want to get down all the way, you just hold B in and you'll drop down. Now you can press B and you'll drop down a bit, and then you hang on. So if you don't want to drop down all the way, you can do that. But again, we've just unlocked another portion of the map, so we have like half the map, maybe a little more than half the map unlocked now. There's 3 more forge towers to unlock. So I'm going to go ahead and set a marker for this one, and I'm going to fast travel over here because it's just easier to go from this tower to the next one than go from all the way over to the right side of the map to the left. So we just teleported back to the first one we were at, and now we're going to go for that forge tower over there because it is now 750 feet away. It looks like there's a worm below me, so I'm going to try to get him. But it also looks like there's a captain right there. Let's see. Oh, nice. He's vulnerable to combat finishes. So if you ever see vulnerable to something, that means they will instantly be killed by it. Now, I don't have any combat finishers yet because I don't have it unlocked. But I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy. Probably not going to be able to... Oh, wait. I am able to do it. Did not think that was going to work, because usually they hit you. So we just found out that Goroth, Carador Tamer, he is a story mission, so we won't find him anywhere else. So yeah, here's the captain. I don't have any combat finishers, so I won't be able to instantly kill him, but I should still be able to fight him. There we go, I just counted him. Now we know Wraith's done, so if you want, you can press B and you can Wraith... Wait, what? What? Oh shit, that's right. My bad. Ground executions count as combat executions. So that instantly killed him. And each time you kill a captain, you get more power. You usually get 7 power up. You can see there's a spider I was telling you about. I killed 2 of them already. But each time you get power, so you can kill them. You get 7 power from captains. If you participate in the power struggles, you'll get, like, I think it's 47 power, 7 for the kill, and 40 for doing the mission. Also, if enemies are afraid, even if they see you, but if they're like terrified, you can still do stealth executions. And basically, here's gonna be the aerial strike. So you can jump down from areas as long as you hold an RT, and you can highlight an enemy and press X, and you can go ahead and take them down from the bottom. I'm just go ahead and kill these orcs. I just gained an ability point, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this orc out first before I do it. I just like to kill everything. One reason I'm playing as the Black Hand is because his things are a lot more brutal in the kills. But again, we're gonna go here, so I definitely think we're gonna earn. Yep, I'm gonna buy the execution, the combat execution, just because it makes it a hell of a lot easier when you're fighting a shit ton of enemies to just rack up 8 hits and then press A and B and instantly kill someone. I've also gotten. You can also, the more money you buy, the more you can buy other upgrades. So I just bought a rune slot for my bow, so I'm gonna upgrade and put Wind Rider on. So we've just unlocked. I just unlocked this side sword mission called Into the Pit, but I'm not gonna worry about that now. That would be another part of this tutorial. But I am going to regain some health. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue on my way to the Forge Tower. God, I really don't know where I'm going. Oh, yeah, no, that was a cap. Wait.
More than spellfire to kill me,
okay, so, yeah, the grinder is back, apparently. He didn't die from that fight, like I said. So he's alive again, so we're going to go ahead and fight him again. He does change, he's got some stars now, and that was a combat execution. So we're going to go ahead and stab him.
No idea of my skills, Raker!
So I'm going to go ahead and grab him and try to interrogate again. Let's hope he dies yet. Alright, so I'm going to find out the identity of this orc, Ishka Manhunter. Again, I don't really care about their strengths and weaknesses right now. I will worry about that if I find them. So again, even if you've killed the captain before and he comes back, he still will drop a rune. It doesn't matter how many times you kill them. I've killed a captain like 5 times and he's still come back. But the I guess I'm not quite sure how the power works on it. I know usually captains are 7. I guess if you're fighting in one that you fought before, it's more power you gain from it. I'm assuming. But we've just unlocked another one, so we've unlocked story missions for this area, the locations of artifacts and Ithridril. I don't know, I can't pronounce the names really. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to the next tower. That confrontation right there, that was basically DLC stuff. That's the Guardians of the Flaming Eye DLC. It would be stupid for me to challenge him now because he is very tough. So I'm gonna wait for later when I've got a lot of upgrades. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see if I can eliminate all of these guys except for the one I need for the. Oh, no, I can't do it. So I was trying to assassinate everyone and get to the worm, but I failed. So now I'm just gonna try to kill everyone I can without. And yeah, that's a combat execution again. Stab him to the face. But I'm going to try to kill everyone except the worm so that I can get to my identities and weaknesses. And there's the worm, so I'm just going to grab him. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish. Nope, I was not going to be able to because of this guy here. I'm just going to go into focus mode, L shot, and shoot these guys. And yeah, let's go ahead and target and get some identities. Alright, so we got Pedro the Scholar. Kinda odd because orcs are usually really dumb. And this game makes note of by how dumb they are when you're fighting them. And there's another spider, so I'm going to go ahead and kill that thing. And there we go, I completed my hunting challenge. So my next hunting challenge is kill 5 flying creatures. These are just little side things that you can do for fun. I think you earn stuff from it. They're pretty easy. They're usually not that difficult to do. But again, I'm entering another stronghold, so I'm going to try to take a stealth approach and go up above. Alright, well, here's another worm, so I'm going to go ahead and interrogate him. Again, there are arrows hidden throughout the map. Not hidden, really, but throughout the map, and you can collect them to regain your elf shot, or you can go up to an enemy and drain them, and you will gain your elf shots back. I think it's 4 arrows per drain, and you can actually buy more arrows with your ability points, with your money. Now, I don't have enough money for that yet, so I'm still stuck with just 4 arrows. As this is saying, is when you're on the rooftops, you will automatically sneak across the wires and scaffolding. But again, here is the next tower, so I'm going to go ahead and climb this thing. And we're going to go ahead and unlock this area, which I believe is called door thing. And yep, there we go. We've just unlocked fast travel plus a lot of all the locations of side missions, rooms, not rooms, artifacts, and all that. So we're gonna go ahead and now go to the last forge tower, which is over there, 900 some feet away. And again, since I'm in a stronghold, I'm gonna try to avoid detection, but sometimes, you know, like this, it's just fun to kill things. Also, you see that beehive looking thing? Those are Mordai fly nests, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. You shoot them and it'll drop down the nest and the flies will scatter everywhere and terrorize the enemies. You can also, if you're climbing across the wire that has one, you can cut them down. There's also some bait things for Caragors that you call them closer. Basically, you can do a lot of terrorizing with the orcs. It's pretty fun. But again, that looks like a captain over there. He had a flaming sword. And I'm gonna go ahead and challenge him.
You look too healthy to be an outcast. Still, we could fix that.
Yeah, some of them have unique swords, like this guy's the flaming sword. But again, he's just the captain. Captains are a bit more challenging than orcs, regular orcs, because they have a lot more health. Usually they have a lot more strengths and weaknesses. Some of them, the hardest ones are the combat masters, which will not take damage from their sword or from combat executions or anything like that. The worst ones that you have to face are when they're invulnerable to stealth, range, and sword. It's just terrible because there's no, you really have to know, you really have to work hard in order to kill them. But again, I killed him pretty easily. I'm just going to go ahead and take his rune, gain a power of 10, and it looks like an archer is attacking him. There he is. I'm just going to go ahead and climb this. I feel like taking him down because I don't have any arrows. I'm stuck. It's not letting me climb up. What the hell is going on? Oh, there we go. The archer was in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and drain him to get my arrows back. And there we go. That'll fill my arrows back, but I'm going to go ahead and drain him one more time and just kill him. There we go. So that's how that works. Also, if you're climbing, if you're jumping from something and there's another like wall in the way, you can just jump and grab onto those things. That's really handy for when you're in strongholds and all that, and you don't want to be spotted, but you gotta jump across the gap. But again, now we're just gonna go into the last forge tower. Alright, so we've just unlocked the entire map of Udun. So that's all there is for part 1. Part 2 is going to be finding the artifacts.